Notion is the ultimate tool to build anything. Knowing how to use it properly is actually a superpower in being successful. Too often, I see people using Notion with a fraction of its potential, and that has moved me to make this video, which is going to teach you the ultimate Notion hacks that will completely transform how you use it and make it even more powerful. Notion is hands down the best tool I have ever used. I have built more businesses for free on this tool in the last 5 years than I have in any other tool or space in my 20 years of building startups. Everything that I'm showing you today is all possible within the free version of Notion. So let me take you through these 10 tips for using Notion to its full potential. So let's start off with 2 very simple beginner pieces. Now, when you open Notion, it will feel quite overwhelming. We have this big empty screen. A quick whistle-stop tour of setting up your page. You want to add in your title here. You can write anything you want. You can add your emoji by clicking above and putting in something that you like. And then you can change your cover by clicking up here. They've got loads in their gallery. You can upload your own to keep it on brand, or you can search for free ones on Unsplash. But let's take a look at these first 2 hacks. Now, what a lot of people use Notion for is essentially a note taker and a Wikipedia. But there are a ton of ways in which you can use the information within this. And the first shortcut is your little slash key on your keyboard. Typing this brings up all of the functionality that you get within Notion. Your suggested are ones that are either, to be honest, new features or ones that you use quite often. But if you look at these options, you will see that Notion is built by blocks. It is a series of different blocks, and all of these are available by just clicking that slash key. We've got text, we've got headings, we've got bulleted lists, we've got numbered lists, we've got to-do lists, we've got toggle lists, so you can make things look nice and clean. You can build a secondary page, a call out, a quote. These are all here within really easy reach as soon as you click that slash key. They also have keyboard shortcuts. For example, if I want to do a bullet list, all I need to do is /B and it will come up and I can click on it. If I want to do a numbered list, I just have to do /N and it will come up and I will click on it. It's very simple to understand. It's essentially slash and then the letter of the first thing that you want to do. This hack saves time and gets you everything that you need in one place. But what is within those blocks, I hear you ask? Well, here's the second hack. Notion is powerful because it is built on blocks and databases. And databases are really useful for reflecting different views of the same data, managing that data, processing that data, and building out systems and functions. It sounds complicated, but it isn't. All you need to know is that databases are great. I'm obviously going to give you some database hacks after this. But the second hack that I want you to really pay attention to is the use of properties. If we start a simple database by /D, you will see that the first thing we are going to do, aside from naming it database, is use this function to add a property. When you click this function, you will see all of the different types of properties that there are. Keeping to the top part of this drop down now, let me explain a few things that will enable you to hack into better use of Notion just with the choices you make here. The standard types of properties that we have at the top are pretty self-explanatory. Text, which is free writing, number, select, multi-select, they're all self-explanatory. We then have this space, which I like to call the slight advanced. The ones that get overlooked and are the most powerful are underneath this space, where quite a few people don't ever scroll to. I am here to help people start and grow something that they've wanted to do for a long time or they don't really know how to do. And one of the best ways to be successful is to hold yourself accountable and track things properly. This property, often overlooked, is an absolute powerhouse in anybody who wants to take this seriously. This changes the game for any CRM system that you use, any project that you use, anything that you are building within Notion. This is such an overlooked property, but what this tells me is when I next have to contact my stakeholders, when I next have to do a piece of work, how long that lead has gone uncontacted. Adding this property into your databases will change your life. So that's the first 2 hacks, which are a bit beginner and entry. So let's get going with a couple more hacks that are really going to take your Notion work to the next level. Now, databases are what makes Notion so powerful. And I've shown you a few of the properties and the backslash of the shortcuts, but what I want you to do is utilize this next hack where we restrict using those only to display information, not to do any project work or any planning or anything that needs to be slightly dynamic. Where most people would do a /T to get a to-do list and write out their to-do list, you are going to go one better than that and turn every single thing you do into a database. So instead of doing /to-do, you are going to do /database and add a property of a checkbox. You are then going to write out this to-do list in the exact same way. The reason this is an incredibly powerful hack is because everything early on built into databases means that if you then want to move, adapt, view, link, repurpose that information, you have already done all of the hard work. Instead of having a to-do list written out point by point in the block section, you can add properties to your to-do list, like date, like person, like status. You can also use this incredibly powerful property and link it to other databases that you have, meaning that your to-dos can go from a static list into a dynamic project management. It also means that your to-dos can be spread across multiple connecting databases and have one master task list. I have built this out in a template that I'm giving everyone for free this year to start their business in 2026. It splits a task list into different areas of your life. If you have a full-time job, having one master view of your to-do lists and then linking it to your different databases which run your content, your social, your marketing, your CRM, means that you are reflecting that information in a more concise and scalable way. So everything is a database right from the beginning. Now the next hack with databases. If you're new here, if you're new to Notion, you might think that migrating from spreadsheets or wherever you were before is a faff. So let me show you a hack that completely changed my life. A lot of people I work with, they are still using Excel, Google Sheets, very traditional ways of holding information. So you might find yourself with some sheets that look a bit like this. They've got a lot of data in there. It's quite organized, but you can't really do that much with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight all of this and we're going to simply copy, go across to our Notion and just paste. What you'll see is a table and you might think, okay, amazing. But what we're going to do is we're going to click here and we're going to click turn into database. Now we can name this database and we can update these titles. But the biggest hack is we're going to go into these properties and turn them into useful properties for our information. So clicking on each of them, you want to change the type to multi-select. And just for branding purposes, we're also going to rename these columns because it's easier to manage. So now we have that same information from the spreadsheet, but built into a database. And now all we need to do to make this even more valuable is use these settings here. If we click onto this, we can turn this into a board. You click on layout, you choose your board, and what we can do is turn this into a content machine. So if we go down here, we are going to actually group this by status. I start with idea because I like to brainstorm ideas and then move them into not started when they're good enough. If you want to know how to create content, check out this video that takes you through the exact content board that took Jordan's channel from 0 to 135,000 subscribers. But we're going to put these in the correct order. We're going to make sure that we can see the properties that we need to. And we're also going to subgroup this by platform so I can understand what's happening on each platform. Now, from that spreadsheet, I have fully sorted information that is also in a Kanban board that I can move around. I can also add in dates to this and click here for a new view, choosing calendar that will give me an editorial calendar. It's so powerful. And we've just taken some really unorganized data and turned it into a living, breathing content engine in about 2 minutes. So now the next thing that we're going to really hack for databases is making sure that everything is kept in one place and you are utilizing linked views instead of multiple databases. So let's name this database and I'll show you how to use this hack. So if we use this database as a bit of a demonstration, there's several different ways in which you can cut this data that are all pretty interesting and useful for building a business. Now, we've already built out the Kanban board and the calendar, but if we're actually trying to separate our business properly and have different workflows, what we should do is have a separate space just for short form. It might be that you have other people in your team that work on it. It might be a different approach. Just because of good practice, I like to keep these things separate so that you have that delineation between the two types of content and you can have space above for brainstorming. What a lot of people might do here is try and make a secondary database, but this hack is all about not duplicating information, using views instead. So we're going to \lin and we're going to see this block, which is a linked view of a data source. Now you're going to pick your data source, which is the one that we built earlier, and you'll see that this is a replication of our original database. You can tell because this arrow basically means a view. Here we can now filter this to the needs of the view that we're building. So if we filter, format, short form, we will now only see the short form options. This is so useful as you build out more and more databases with more and more properties. If you're building a business from scratch, efficiency is key. by having one central hub that has all of your information in one place and all of your other databases linked out, so you just keep using the same source of truth with different views, you will never lose track of what you are doing. You will never lose your consistency. These hacks are for beginners and people who are starting to build it out. I have spent the last 5 years becoming a Notion expert, and I now build business systems for startups, creators, freelancers, consultants. I've also built the entire operating machine of a company that drives over $24 million a year in ARR. And this is the basis of a successful business, getting these steps right. If you want something bespoke built for you, drop me an email, because this tool is life-changing. So the next hack, very much on brand with what I do as a person and what I do as a business to help you, is that set things up properly from the beginning and your life will be easier. Now, we've spoken a lot about databases, and what's a really important function of a database is a template. Every time you add information into a database, you can do that by free clicking, or you can do that by clicking new. The drop-down arrow next to new will give you the option to create templates. To set this up, you just click new template. You can add in information. You can add in everything that needs to be replicated each time. Having worked in building brands for 20 years, I know exactly what goes into every single template. And I have built templates which not only have all of the tasks that you need to do for your content, but also have relations within those templates so that you are planning exponentially as you go along. If you want something a bit more bespoke, head to my website where I've built this out for you. But knowing how to set up a template once and use it forever is a huge hack in getting the most out of Notion and being super efficient in how you use it. So this next hack we slightly spoke about earlier, and that's about not wasting time looking for information. The other powerful block that we have in Notion is that synced block. Let me take you quickly through a full system that you can buy yourself if you are a creator, if you're a brand and you're starting up, and show you how powerful this is. So in this system, this is everything you need to start your business. And this is available right now if you want it. Within this, there is an exercise that will get you to your mission, vision, and USP. And with this, it's ask and answer. And here we write in our mission, vision, and USP. We keep it in this space because every now and then we might want to come back and ask ourselves these questions to really make sure that our messaging is on point. This system also gives you your entire brand book. So if we keep going down, you will see that those blocks are linked here into our brand book. Anytime we change this information, it is reflected at the top where we started the work. So when we start going through this work again, that reflection will be on multiple pages. This is a huge hack as you scale to make sure that early information and the things that are really important are kept consistent. I use sync blocks to keep writing out my themes, my marketing messages, and they show up in each of my templates for script writing so that I have that in the top of my mind. These are so powerful and such a good way to keep on top of all of your information. Now, this is a simple hack that no one ever uses and it drives me wild. Notion is a free tool and you can build pages on pages on pages. You can copy pages, you can do so much that sometimes your Notion content ends up looking a little bit like mine. Hundreds and hundreds of pages. So many pages. I've used this for years. I've used this to plan my wedding, to plan my marathon training. It's got my life in it. And the biggest hack that I found for myself is using this little star here. Adding pages to your favorites brings them to the top of your list. They're easy to find, they're easy to move. You can also unfavorite them to make sure that everything is really well organized. Stop your scrolling. Okay, so another time-saving hack. Because I'm a fan of everything in one page, and a lot of the pages I've built out for you that are completely free on my site take a lot of information. There is so much in these templates that sometimes it can feel a bit overwhelming. That's why we use the hyperlink. Using this, we can have a contents at the top and really quickly click down to where we need to go. It will automatically scroll to that space. All you need to do to set this up is click on these dots, use copy link to block, go back up to the top where you've got your contents, highlight and use this link space. This will then copy that hyperlink to the block, meaning you don't have to go on an endless scroll every time you use Notion. And that's kind of it for Notion hacks. But the last hack that I really, really want to give you is that the best way to use Notion is in a way that's set up for you. Finding it in its simplest form. There are a lot of features in Notion. There are a lot of shiny bells and whistles that you might get distracted by, but the best system is the one that you are going to continue to use. I built the entire business system for my husband's channel, The Long Play, which recently launched memberships, but he operates in a very different way to me. So when I was building out those components for him, they just weren't working because he wasn't going to stick to using them. We sat down and simplified and went through his way of working and his approach and built a system that is easy for him to use and incredibly useful. You might find that the systems I've set up are super easy and work with how you work, but you might find they're not. Having everything set up and built for you is fantastic if you are able to apply yourself and use the tools in the way they're supposed to be. But instead of fighting and changing who you are as a person, the biggest hack is to make sure that Notion works for you, not against you. That's why I offer bespoke versions of every single thing that I build, because the best way to be successful, and this is a hack in life as well, is to not try and game yourself and change who you are, is trying to put yourself in a situation where it is easy for you to win. And I can help you do that. If you want any help with any of the setups, anything bespoke, drop me an email, and I hope this has made you even more of a fan of Notion.